I'm curious if you have any advice for either grad students or undergrad students who are curious about pursuing this kind of a career.
I think there was a huge difference for me between undergrad and grad school. In undergrad, I didn't go out with my friends. I didn't enjoy family gatherings. It was just college for me, nothing else. Um, and then suddenly when it was my last year and I was thinking, well, I'm going abroad next year. Um, and I didn't enjoy any of this. I didn't spend time with my family. I didn't go out with my friends. I'm gonna miss them, but I didn't dedicate time for that. People would ask me like, "What do you do for fun?" And I'd be like, "Nothing." So my answer right now is very different. Do many, many things outside of work. So when I started grad school, I kind of decided that I didn't want to get sick again of working. Like you can work hard, but also take care of yourself. Um, and I also learned from my advisor that my grad school advisor that he appreciates a lot family time. Um, so I kind of looked and I said, okay, he's a like a very important known faculty uh, that he has all these many, many papers, but he still takes time for his family. He takes care of his health. So it is possible. So I think that's one of the advices I have. It's if you're sick, even like body or mind, you cannot be productive. You cannot do anything. You need to take care of yourself first. Um, and another side of this is don't make academia your whole life because there are things that you cannot control in academia. Uh, so if academia is your entire life and something fails, then you feel like a complete failure because academia is your whole life. But what if you're doing sports? What if you're doing art? Uh, then you still have something that it's progressing, that it's making you feel good. And it just, academia is just a part of your life. I think that was a huge, uh, made a huge difference in how I function as a human. And I feel like I could finish my PhD without feeling like completely burned out. I felt like, yes, I got my PhD, but I also ran my first race. I started running. I started doing all of the other things. Um, and now I just keep doing more, adding more hobbies. And I feel like that makes me so much more happy. And I can still be very productive. I can still uh, publish papers. I can still do a lot of things. But because a huge part of my mind is occupied with other things, I feel like I can focus better when I'm actually at work.
Would you say it helps you like stay excited about the work as well, like stay passionate about it?
Yes, definitely. Because I in college I would be like 2 hours staring at a homework and I would end up crying. Uh, and with the tears coming down, I would still try to do my homework. So, those 2 hours I could have been running, walking my dogs, or having a meal with my family. And it would be the same outcome. Like I did the homework and it took me less time because I took a break for my mind
Right.
and for my body. Um, so it took me a while to figure out that. So I always try to, when people ask me, do you have any advice? I'm like, please take some break. Um, there are other things that are more important in your life. Def Definitely. And also take, like, if you don't take time off and talk to people, you also don't make these connections that are super helpful for career, like networking. Uh, like when you go to a conference and you're just focusing on your work on your computer and you don't talk to anyone, then what's the point?
Yeah, I like that advice. Finally, is there anything general you think it'd be interesting for people to know?
I always said it wrong. So my advisor is Jordan Goodman. Okay, his advisor is uh Yos Garang, and his advisor was Fermi, the
Ah.
Fermi. So he's like my great grand advisor. I feel
That's
like
really
that's a
cool.
fun fact. Yes.
Yeah. Thanks so much for doing this.
Of course, thank you. That was
Yeah.
fun.